The freaking YouTube live thing always takes so long. Just give me 2 seconds here. I'm trying to live stream on 2 places. Done. Gotta check the, oh, I gotta do one thing. I gotta do one thing before I live stream on that. I gotta turn alerts off so we don't have this certain noise go through. I forget how to do it. Crap. That might be an issue. Give me 2 seconds here. Shortcuts, control. Where the heck was it? All commands, maybe? Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Turn that off. Refresh. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. We'll broadcast over here. All right. Let me bring the YouTube chat up. Pause that. I just have alerts going off on my Twitch page that would make a fluff sound, and I don't want that to go off during YouTube live stream, because that would be weird. All right, so we're doing a Friday stream because I'm not available on Sunday. I am going to be at a wedding on a Sunday, which is very odd, and I'm not... I mean, it's going to be fun, and I'm glad for the people who are getting married. It's just Sundays I usually like to do nothing, watch video games, play video games, but either way, we'll be doing it. So there's a few questions about Unifi application 8.0.2 EA I can't talk about because it's early access. I could mention, I guess, something that Marcus said in his tweet, but we'll look at that in a minute. I'll say hi to some people. I did spell, these are all comments from earlier in the day before I started streaming. Bro, it's Zimaboard. So I spelled the Z or Z-E-M-A. You know, whatever. It got fixed. Stuart Network Services, how's it going? Cyberdog, Kilnai, the Spanish Muscle. John, how's it going? Robert, how's it going? Yeah, usually I don't do Friday streams, so it's a little bit different. Thomas, how's it going? Noah, how's it going? I guess the streams have been... When did I do it last week? I forget when I did it last week. Maybe it was a Friday. I don't remember, or Saturday or something. I keep saying that I do them on Sundays, but obviously that's been a little off. Daniel, how's it going? So today I installed a cloud key, or not a cloud key, gosh, a viewport. I installed one camera, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm heading home. Rob, how's it going? Sky Flight Videos, how's it going? Drinking my coffee. I'm going to play some Spider-Man 2 after this on Twitch. I bought it. I don't think I beat Spider-Man 1, but whatever. I'm going to play it for a bit. I've not seen much on the Unifi OS. Been over 2 months and no new versions. Well, I mean, they have versions for EA, but not for the OS. Jim, the IT guy, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm surprised, Jim, you haven't tweeted out anything that's been found, or maybe you haven't seen it. That's been found in 8.02 or 8.0.2. Ooh, it's hot. I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. This is more of a Q&A thing. We'll kind of go over some, I don't know, we'll just talk about stuff. Is it typical for businesses to have network isolation turned off on guest networks? Not typically. I've been to a gym recently and I'm currently at a car wash and both I could see everything. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how they got set up or who set them up. Usually, you know, it's a friend of a friend who doesn't really know anything. Albert, how's it going? You've been on the road all day. Well, I think you're a part of the Ubiquity Discord, go into the EA General channel. I was just watching your aggregation video. Is it true you can't do SFP port aggregation? No, you can. Yeah, you could do aggregations on non-enterprise switches. I mean, pretty much all their switches. I mean, I can't say all their switches. I think these ones. I don't think the Flex. I don't think you could aggregate these. You can't do aggregate ports off the UDMs down towards the switch, but pretty much every other switch allows you to do it. With no more solar from Ubiquity, what's an alternative package? Well, that's something that I was going to talk about today because I know nothing about solar and like batteries and stuff like that. And I'm going to show, I'll link a couple videos that I was watching last night. Because I really want to do that. I have $1,000 or $1,100 of Amazon gift cards, that US gift cards. So that's like $1,500 Canadian, that I really want to do. I really want to do a video for solar, but the solar points aren't available, which sucks. Any news on the gate? No. Oh, on the gateway that was shown in Whisperpalooza. I don't know anything else than what we've talked about last time. Kevin, how's it going from Austria? Fido 2, I think you could do it with UID. I know that for sure. 1,500, yeah. So it's when people use my affiliate links, I get a small piece of that each month. And that's what I got this month. So I was very happy with that. That was quite a bit of money, and I'm looking forward to buying some things. Last month, I bought Chantel a bunch of stuff for going away when we're going to Hawaii. But yeah, the solar stuff is really interesting, and I wish... How do I even search? It's a part of the UISP line, isn't it? Ubiquity Solar Point. But it's sold out. I'm pretty sure they just did an update for it, though. It would be awesome if they came back out with this. I don't know why I'm so interested in it. Like my one client who we're doing the farm, he wanted to have some remote cameras in like a farm field. And I'm like, crap, how can we do that? And this would be a perfect solution. Get like a 100-watt panel. Hopefully that provides enough. Get a couple batteries, put this switch in, and that's it. Do a point-to-point link, and it would be awesome. Any news on Unifi Talk UK? It's supposed to come at the end of this month. And then in the Discord channel, Andre, who is one of the talk people for Ubiquity, just said next, or at 3:03 today, so an hour ago, next few Unifi Talk application releases will be exciting, working hard to get them out. You can expect one by the end of the month. So I assume that next one by the end of the month is probably for the UK. Can you test on the UDM reboot? The port 10 isn't getting bagged to switch. Bagged to switch. Have to get link speed back to 1 gig. Well, it shouldn't be switching the speeds, no. We're going to Hawaii on the 15th of November. I'm kind of done with traveling. I just kind of want to stay home and work and do videos, but it's for Chantel's birthday. So yeah, we're going to Hawaii. Oh, I didn't see what Sean just said, and you retracted it. Say it again if maybe you just mistyped or something. I'd love some Sun Max. So would I. I'm just super interested in right now, but I don't know what to buy. That's the problem. Recommend some good drives to use in the UMBR 13 cameras. Western Digital Purple. I don't know. Some other people probably. I think Ubiquity uses Toshiba. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, Thomas. Not too sure. Do you happen to know if the LTE backup device will be for all markets? The LTE backup device. This? LTE backup. Like one of these? I would assume maybe for the backup professional. Let's see. Because it works with AT&T. I think somebody in Canada got this though. I think somebody in Canada got it and they got... Yeah, so there we go. It's not... Yeah. I'm pretty sure someone in Canada got it and for some reason it was on the Ubiquity store and they sent them custom firmware and it was able to work with one of our LTE chips. Oh my god, my voice is just cracked. Susan Strauss, I think I said that right. Holy, I hope that didn't hurt your ears. My lord, hurt my ears. I simply said hello from Nebraska. Oh, no worries, no worries. Seagate, Skyhawk, yes, those are good too. What is the difference between the Unifi key and the Unified Dream Machine? Well, the Dream Machine's your firewall, and it also holds your network controller, protect, access talk, UID, connect. Where, I mean, the Unifi Cloud Key does that as well, but it doesn't do any routing. LTE Pro is unlocked in the EU. I don't think... Okay, that's cool. See, and that's like another solution. Like, if you had some, you know, even around my house right now, there's some houses being built, and there's camera companies that are... They must be tied into the light pole for power. But either way, they must have to have some sort of cell signal or whatever. Have a few AI bullet cameras to install in the soffit. Curious on any creative solution for installing in soffit. I'm planning to use toggle bolts. Toggle bolts might work. Usually what we do, if we can, we get to the soffit and we put like a block or a piece of wood on top of the soffit. I really wish Ubiquiti wouldn't have finished their features. Like Site Magic is awesome, but not able to use it for routing on basically anything. Out sucks. Yep. I used to Western Digital Purple 8TB in my last work with the UNVR. I think the 4900 it's too slow. I have buffering. I have Western Digital. Gosh, I think I only have 2 or 4 terabyte in my UNVR. Actually, let's check. I don't even remember. I have the UNVR Pro. Okay, thank God that's not showing my... I always forget, see which screen I'm showing. UNVR Pro. Oh, one thing I don't like about Site Manager, you have to go into your console now to get to the OS, or you have to go into like the Protect controller to go into your OS, and I dislike that. What do I have in here? Oh, I only have 2 terabyte hard drives. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? And I only have 6 of them. What happened to the 7th? Mine work fine. There was some digital purple. I don't know where the read-write speeds. I forget. But anyway, they're working all right. For 2 cameras, a floodlight, a U6 Pro, a long run from the main rack, would you suggest as flex switch? I don't have PoE++, so it will be plugged in. I like the flex switches. You have to look at how much wattage you're using. Like, where's the flex switch? I mean, you could always buy a PoE++ adapter and plug it into the flex. The flex switch has 46 watts. Whereas, where's the 4-port? I mean, this one has 52. I mean, it's only $10 more, so probably this one. And you get 4 more ports, so why not? Where am I? Would like some kind of 4G, 5G for WAN 2. Cradle point, maybe? Disk requirement is 7200 and CMR. Oh, okay. Does enabling IDS IPS introduce higher packet latency? Probably shouldn't. It would decrease your bandwidth, though. I frequently have the issue of random ports only getting fast Ethernet instead of gigabit. Sometimes your terminated cable fixes it, and other times it doesn't. Well, usually it's a cabling issue, layer 1 issue. Typically. What is the plan with the Zimaboard? Well, I don't really know. Hold on a sec, I'll grab it. I need to get a new chair or put some WD-40 on it. So we got the little Zimaboard here. They emailed me, oh gosh, it was months ago. That's when you first started seeing like all people who create videos on YouTube pushing out the Zimaboard. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really do videos on that type stuff. I'm not doing the single small computer, low power. Like, I'm not that type of person. But But then I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let me take the Zimaboard. My video is going to be completely different. It's not going to go crazy in depth on specs. You're going to see the board. You're going to, you know, people were suggesting to do pfSense with it. I already have like 4 Netgate boxes, so probably not going to do pfSense. What are we going to do with it? That is the question. Let's take a look at what you can do on it. I mean, I'm sure you could do a lot. They sent it to me for free. What can we do with it? Applications. Oop. We can make it into a home server. So what could we do with it though? I think we could put TrueNAS on it, which I haven't used TrueNAS, which would be kind of cool. What else can we do with it? We could do a hardware router. So I'm sure, yeah, we could put pfSense, OpenSense. What else was I thinking about doing with it? I had ideas. People were telling me like Uptime Kuma. Oh gosh, I can't remember. People were tweeting at me last night. I guess I could look. I could look under my tweet. Oh, here we go. That's not it. There we go. So I have mine running with Cloudflare tunnels in Uptime Kuma. It's been rock solid. So Uptime Kuma, I've seen. I think I saw Tom do it on his channel. So possibly somebody else is running TrueNAS. Tekka was saying pfSense. Somebody wanted me to give it to them. Wi-Fi 7 test server, so I could put open speed test or something like that on it. A lot of people want me to send it to them. Kilnai, which I think you're here. You're looking at the board too for a Plex server. I don't use Plex, so I'm maybe I should. I don't know. Pi-hole would be an interesting idea, but I already have like I think 4 or 5 Raspberry Pis just sitting in somewhere here. Pi 4s that I probably would use that for. I'm doing this, add some drives and install Proxmox. So that's what I was thinking. Proxmox and do a couple of VMs. Maybe, yeah, maybe we'll do some Proxmox. I don't know. Something like that. I didn't miss anything. Is there an app to view cameras live with the I see real time has? Yeah, are you talking about Unifi Protect? They have the Protect app. Ronaldo, how's it going? Sasha, how's it going? From Germany, or yeah, Germany. Suggest getting a cable scanner to make sure all the strands have, yep, exactly. Peter, how's it going? You've never heard of it. I'm surprised you haven't. If you're on YouTube, and it was like a month or 2 ago, where a ton of people were doing it. What model NICs? I don't know. I haven't even opened it. What does this have on it? That's a good question. Transform your ideas into reality, it says. Rich expandability via PCIe 2.0. I guess they have 4. I don't know. It's got 2 gigabit Ethernet LAN. Up to 36 terabytes of storage. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I got to figure it out, so because I'll have to do a video on it. Docker host with Unifi controller, AdGuard, HomePod. Yep, that would be fun. I've started implementing refurbished HP mini PCs in my home lab. A Proxmox cluster would be kind of fun. See, I just don't know what I do with all these. Like the only thing that I've done with my Raspberry Pi, I made one into a RetroPie, and well, that's what I could do with some of the Amazon stuff. I need to buy some controllers, some like wireless controllers. The one I have is like that. I mean, you have to sit right up at the box, which is not good. What else were? Oh, something else. This was sent to me as well. Charlie, how's it going? I see you in there on the Twitch chat. Firewall. People ask me about it all the time, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna reach out and see what it's all about. I forget which one they sent me. Oh, it's right there. So they sent me this one. Which one did they? This one right here. I did plug it in, but I haven't really done much with it. One thing, and I'm not sure if you can or not, I'm pretty sure you have to set this up completely by your phone, which that I don't like, but I mean, whatever. So I'm not too sure, you know, we'll do a full video on it. I'll show you the hardware of what it looks like anyway. We'll do a setup. I'll probably end up taking my UDMSE out of the equation and then putting the firewall in place for a week or two. Firewalls are great little units. It's kind of cool. They have a lot of stuff in it. I was surprised just from the quick, you know, couple seconds that I was looking at it.
Welcome to
oops, I don't want to play that. Oh, I don't want to play that. And it's a neat looking device. I mean, I don't mind it. It's small. I wish they kind of had a rack mount, but either way. Oh gosh. You guys want $5 discount? There you go. Fire lunch. You probably could have got it just by looking at their website anyway. So that's something else that's going to be coming. Unifi. What are we going to be talking about Unifi? I don't even know what. I guess let's look back at my. Let's look back here because this is where I always post stuff. Oh, router on a stick. Anybody? This was kind of funny. I don't know how. What do people think when they're installing network gear? Do they really think that's going to? It probably has stood up forever, but do they think that's the best? It's crazy. Crazy. What else? Oh, Jake from LTT did a video on the Unifi Enterprise Cloud Key. I don't know if anybody of you saw it. Let's click in. Oh, crap. Don't play there. Don't play there. I don't want to play his actual video, but I wouldn't mind. Let me mute. I wouldn't mind looking on the inside of it. This was kind of funny. It's just a SFP cage with the cable going to another adapter for their NIC. I think it has an IPMI. It's very expensive though. I think, what was it, $4,099? Let's see. Did they get anything else? Like, they got a bunch of gear there, and I bet you Ubiquiti gives it to them. One thing that you don't see on a lot of their videos is, you know, most people, when they get stuff from Ubiquiti or any other vendor, you have to put a little tag saying that they sponsored it or whatever. You don't see it on their videos, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have paid $5,000 for that, because they've just been using a normal cloud key for everything. Oh, they're doing a rack mount for the gold. Oh, nice. I'm using Raspberry Pis as homemade Unifi Protect viewports around the house. I've done that, yeah. I've done that before with the monitor. I threw it. I don't know what I did with that monitor, to be honest with you. You could always talk about that's coming. Yeah, I can't. I wish I could talk about other stuff that I kind of know of. Yeah, it's pricey. Well, it's been there for a while though. Like they've had it on their store for freaking long. Oh, my mouse is all screwing up. Where the heck was it? 4,000. You know what? So what's funny about this? Once it first came out, I asked Ubiquiti, "Can I have it? Can I have it to do a video on?" They said no. I guess my channel's not big enough. And realistically, what the heck am I going to do with this? I'd have it in my house, and it's like the Connect display right now. It's just sitting in the box in the basement. I have a bunch of gear like that, like building-to-building bridges. God, I don't even know what else. There's a bunch of stuff in my basement that I'm not even using. The Connect display I would use, but I need to get a mount. And I assume I don't need to buy a Ubiquiti mount. Like I could buy their vase arm or whatever you call it. That's $299, but I don't know if they even have it in Canada. No, so it's sold out in Canada, so I can't even get it. But I believe that I could get pretty well. It doesn't matter what vendor, I could get one. Until they have HA, it's just too expensive for a massive. Yep. I just don't know why they. Yeah, it's a weird. Like, who are they trying to go for? I guess MSPs, maybe like hospitals, or I don't know, something like that. Well, they say, I forget what they say you could handle on that. I think you could handle what? A couple thousand? Manage 1,000 plus network devices and 1,000 or 10,000 clients. So that's for $6,600 Canadian. Right? So that's 1,000 client unified devices where I could just buy a cloud console, pay $40 a month, and then whatever, just add my things to it. That's the way I would go instead of paying $6,600, because paying for the cloud controller, I mean, your return on investment if you bought this would take years and years and years and years to pay off. B-words? Oh man, I'm terrible at names. From Montreal, I'm using Bell Hub Giga PPOE with my UDMSC. Do you have a solution for 3,000 megabit per second? I don't use my PPOE. It's going into my Bell still, not in bridge mode or any of that, so it's double NAT. I like that it's mostly standard server parts. Yep. Does it have UID on it? I didn't know that. Gateway Pro seems very cheap. Well, the Gateway Pro, though, is doing your routing, right? That's a little bit different. $1,000, yeah, that's true. I guess if you're charging for updates and stuff like that, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. Let's see, what else? I'm just checking. I gotta check my cameras to make sure my daughters are good. It's raining outside and my one cat just seems to want to be in the catio. Oh, maybe she's not there anymore. Nope. Tomorrow I'm going to see this band. If you don't know who they are, you should, because they're amazing. I am going to see Pithia. I don't know if any of you know who Pithia is, but we're going to see them downtown Toronto tomorrow night. I bought VIP tickets, so my brother and I get to meet them. We get to see sound check. I forget what else we get to do. But I have this guitar that Tim's using right here. I'm bringing this guitar and I'm getting them to sign it. People are probably going to say, "Oh, won't you ruin the guitar?" I don't care. I barely play that guitar. It was more of a showpiece. It's a nylon acoustic. So I'm going to get them all to sign the front of it. It is going to be an incredible show, and I cannot wait. I'm going to film it, I think. Okay, this is a good time to plug this channel, I guess. Not that I want to plug this, all my channels all the time, but we do have a vlog channel Chantel and I are trying to do. I probably will put it over on this channel. That's Mac Telecom Vlogs. We did actually just put out another video, which Chantel did all the editing. So, decent. She really wants this Jamaica trip video to get to 1,000 views. We need one more view apparently on it. Anyway, it's just Chantel and I doing different things. Tomorrow night would be my brother and I going to Pithia, seeing the concert and all that type of stuff. But before that, we're going to install 3 or 4 Unifi Access door controllers, AI 360, and I think 4 or 5 bullet cameras, something like that. Because it's in Toronto, I'm like, you know what? It's right around the corner from the concert, so let's go work before it. That sounds fun. Let's see. I'm curious how expensive the successor to the UXG would be. I would think $150 US. Hey guy, you're not too late. It's all good. I have a G4 Bullet and G3 Dome at the front of my house. G4 Bullet has a delay when viewing live. I'm not too sure. Power cycle it, make sure your cabling's good. No, you didn't really miss anything. It's a little slower today in live stream just because it's not my regular day. I have an AP in-wall enterprise. Do you have any issues with their topology? They showed me the wrong clients. I don't think so. Let me take a look. Let me have a little look-sees here. Oh, do I have anything plugged into it? Yeah, this is weird right now. What the heck? So I'm in an early access version right now, so I can't really say that it's incorrect. But my in-wall access point is showing that a GrandStream GWN 7000 is plugged in. I don't have that even in my network. My UNVR is apparently connected to it. My doorbell, that kind of makes sense. And it's showing that this computer is plugged into it, which it isn't. This computer is plugged into my, what's it plugged into? My enterprise. So anyway, I wish I could talk about that update because there's some really cool things coming out. Actually, let's look at his, let's see what he tweeted out. Just pull this over here for a second. Okay, so Marcus, he works for Ubiquiti, head of cybersecurity. Follow him, he's great. He always posts awesome things. Hey, Ubiquiti friends, if you were looking to choose what networks you want suspicious activity, IDS, IPS, working, and a WireGuard VPN client, take a look at early access community Unified Network 8.0.2. So that's cool. Let's see, where the heck are we? Sometimes right, sometimes wrong. That is true. Actually, on the last version, before I went to EA, it looked pretty good. How would you go for getting a customer a login for a shared controller, their own sites, and making sure? Yeah, I mean, you could do that. With like cloud consoles, you could give them their own login, yeah. The U6 mesh is good. I mean, we'd use them more outside, I guess. Would be nice if there was a bypass for topology to force it to appear that the device... Yeah, that would be cool. That would be something to put in for a feature request. Like, Ubiquiti does look here. I mean, they look at their community all the time. And I do too. I'm in here all the time because I like to see what things are new, what they've actually approved. Like, so you could see this little U icon besides all these. That means they replied to it. You could put in feature requests right here if you make a post. Some people here were complaining about number porting, and they're like, "Oh, what's happening? Why can't we number port?" I guess people don't look at maybe not as much as I do, go into the releases to see what came out to general for the firmware, because porting's been available for probably a month now in Canada. You always need to look at firmware releases. I don't really self-host anything, no. I have a G3 bullet cam that went offline during a winter storm last year. It's 30 feet and I don't have access to it. Is there a way I could remotely troubleshoot? Not if it's offline. You could try power cycling the PoE port. Do you always run early access on your own setup? Yes. For me, I do, because I have a bunch of UDMs here, and if the one breaks in early access, I'll just swap it out. I wouldn't recommend doing it to any production, and if you don't want your network to be broken, don't go to EA, because it could happen. Any idea if I could run two Unifi Flex in an old all running PoE on a Unifi Flex? Unifi Flex. Oops. Store, search. What are you trying to run it off of, though? Like a Flex switch? Hey, Goda, I'm thinking about buying 2 cams to see my cars through the window, but I'm not sure what is more convenient because I'm going to install in a small space between the glass. You could do a G4 instant or G3 instant. What's the link for the, well, I forget how you do it. I think you just make a post. I thought they had something here before where you could put feature request, but all you do now is just go like this, feature request, and that's it. They kind of changed the community forums. So you do feature request and say we're talking about Unifi Talk, softphone, whatever, and then you just tag softphone and then put your message in and then publish. This I'll put the link in for the community. Come on, cancel. Go back. Let's just do this. It's easier. There you go. There you go. Rich, how's it going? You have successfully ported 2 numbers in Canada. Yep. Maybe I think I probably haven't done an updated Unifi Talk feature or like firmware update for a little bit. Not that they all watch me, but 2FA on a self-hosted controller. I just use my single sign-on. Like I have a Hostify account or a Hostify controller, and it's all done through my single sign-on. I don't use early access. I use release candidate, hoping major bugs and issues. Yep. Usually they do, but I did post a video. I forget which video it was. It wasn't last update. It was the one before. Because once they go into release candidate, I'm doing a video about it. Because it posts here, you don't need to be a part of the early access program to view it. So I'm allowed to do it. That doesn't mean everybody should push to it though. You see about the Apple Home Key responded, the Apple Home, no, I didn't. Apple Home Key. No. I do look through here quite often, but I'm not, like in the mornings, usually when I'm having my coffee, I'm going to go through here and just read some stuff and, you know, look at, like even this. This is kind of interesting. This is a feature request. UA rescue to unlock all doors. Feature request fire department requires a single key to unlock all doors at once. We have 5 doors with G1 hubs to upgrade, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what Ubiquiti said. We have marked it down internally and we'll see if it's possible to implement in the future. So that's cool. Send me a DM or do it on Discord. Name Talk HomeKit Unifi Access Control. All right, let's do it. Okay. A year ago on the Access app, there was a review asking to home key compatibility with the Unifi Access app. A developer responded stating hardware limits. Okay. Apple provides different NFC key methods for unlocking. One is Apple Home Key and another is Apple Employee Badge. We are seeing if Apple Employee Badge can be supported. Oh, that's cool. I probably won't use it. I'm going to end up using UID for everybody who I put in Unifi Access. When their new light model comes out that's free, that's what I'm going to be using all the time. All the time. Unless they don't want that. If they just want fobs, whatever. I'll give them fobs. Last 3 days watching a bunch of your videos, getting 2.5 gig internet, overhauling network, want all Ubiquiti hardware, want a few hardwired devices to take advantage. Yeah, most of their hardwired switch or their switches that are 2.5 compatible are like the enterprise line. I've now installed an AI Pro and happy with it. Isn't the AI 360 with the same... the AI 360, I don't think does license plate reading. I think that's one of the big differences. Whoops. Cameras, come on, Cody. Which is kind of funny. It doesn't do, yeah, so it doesn't do that. Advanced AI, detect people, vehicles, and more. Well, what's the and more? Honestly, what would you need this to detect license plate for? You wouldn't put this out for LPR. I really want to get something that supports VLANs and will handle my 1 gigabit link, but most of Unifi stuff that does that requires a rack. Oh, you don't want to have a rack? Everything does. Like, are you talking about their firewalls? You get this. That doesn't require a rack. You could put that on your wall. You do the Dream router, but then you're limiting yourself to 700 meg. We don't know. the specs of these yet. Like if when IDS IPS is turned on. Where the heck is it? Oh my god, I post too much. So we have the Unifi Express. This is a 1 gig interface, but hopefully it does routing at 1 gig with everything on. And this is the next generation Gateway Lite. So maybe that's a device that you want to wait for. And hopefully that will serve its purpose. I read NFC as KFC. We had KFC when we were in Jamaica, and Chantel swore it's the best KFC ever. The lineup, oh my lord. It was crazy. It was crazy. I ended up getting a chicken sandwich. It was cold, tastes good. Chantel got like actual, how you're supposed to get it, drumsticks of chicken. I'm looking solution to connect UDR VLANs with a Netgear switch by trunk. Can you give me any tips? Make sure you have the trunk port set on the Netgear. Unifi by default, it is a trunk port. I think it's a shame that free is going to be single site. Well, you look at other cloud or access control providers and they're charging all for that stuff too. Need to replace my Amplify Alien router. So Wi-Fi 2500. Thoughts on the Unifi Dream Machine with Switch? Yeah, I would do the Dream Machine with the Switch. That's what I do. And Access Point, probably the U6 Pro. I like those. Yeah, so I don't know how the Theta does. I did that video. If you guys watched the video, I couldn't get the LPR working. I just did a little test thing, but I probably wouldn't have the Theta out there doing license plate reading either. It's a little different. What's the AI part? I guess smart detections, vehicle detections, and license plate reading. I thought they were supposed to have like animal detection. Yeah, hopefully it does full gig routing with IDS IPS on. Shed cameras have done for 15 years and I'll use what you like. You don't need to use Ubiquity. If you like something else, you like Access, you like HIC, go ahead with those. But here we prefer Ubiquity. Let's see. UDM base handles 1 gigabit WAN. Okay, so the UDM base, yeah. So that's a little bit higher than that's obviously a little bit higher than the UDR. I'm not too sure with the clients with the Wi-Fi ppsk. I haven't really looked into that. I just did a video on it just because it was out there. Assume Alien Amplify cannot be put in bridge mode and handle Wi-Fi and use I'm not too sure. I've used the Alien Amplify. This was a little while ago though. John, thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. That turns out to be $6.85 or 87 cents Canadian. Thank you very much. Any idea how many? Oh, I just answered your question there. In this channel, you don't need to, I really appreciate super chats and stuff like that, but I pretty well read every comment. So you don't need to worry about it. I will see it. I just might be a little slower. But if you do want to super chat, anybody, feel free. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the ppsk though. Have you implemented unified door access in a residential solution with a standard exterior door? Looks like it would be fun to try. I haven't actually installed in residential, but I have clients who have it in the residence. I probably wouldn't do it myself. Let's see. Waiting for the Unifi. Yeah. Well, once the Express comes out, I will be testing it. Pet detection coming soon. I think the pet detection coming soon was like when the AI line was first released. Let's see what else we're going to talk about. Probably just questions more than anything. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm drinking a tea. I don't know if it supports QINQ. Maybe somebody else could answer that. Soon enough, they will need 10 gigabit with IDS, IPS. Yeah, no problem. They will need that, and hopefully they get it. Have you ever run into broken IR extender ports on the G4? No, because I've only used one IR extender on my back Cadio camera, and that's it. And it works fine. Oh, Frederick, I think you left a comment. Was it you? I don't know if it was you. I'm going to go look. I think it was you on my 2023 video. I do logging for my... I just didn't do it in that video. Was it you? I can't remember. I don't think I responded to it, though. I don't know where it is. Either it was you or somebody else on the 2023 videos asking about logging on the LAN rules. I do have firewall or logging for that. Oh, it was you. Okay. So I could do a video how to do it to your Synology NAS. That's how mine's set up right now. Can you drop a link with the Cat 6 keystones and crimper you used? Yes, I can. Amazon.com. I'm not gonna. Oh, the problem if I don't sign in. Let me sign in here quickly. So if I don't sign in, the links are freaking huge. Oh, I gotta enable. Heat best be at 23.5. Let's see. Where is my... I could tell... I know I'm tired because I can't find my authenticator. Here we go. What? Oh, shoot. What am I looking for again? Vertical cable eye punch tool. That's the crimper. This is an affiliate link, by the way. I gotta let you know that. There you go. That's the link for the tool. Vertical cable. And here's the jacks. I'm just going to send you blue. They have different color, though, that you could get if you don't like blue. There you go. Boop. Let's see. Did you see this thingy that it's... Yes, I did. I did see that. I've seen a lot. Pretty much everything that... Yeah. That was a comment on turning on the logging and the drop rules. You did not show... No, I didn't show it in my video. I probably should have. Yeah, I probably should have. I should do a separate video on that because I'm sure some people are interested. You could also do it in Graylog. The way I have it set up right now, very difficult to go through the log, so I'm probably going to set up something like Graylog as well, eventually. Kevin, how's it going? I keep missing the notifications. Gotta make sure that bell icon's on. No, I'm joking. I have all notifications for literally everything turned off. I think my YouTube comments... Is it my YouTube comments? My YouTube comments push out. I don't know why I have that turned on, because that sometimes gets too much. What else? Is there anything new that I didn't talk about in the last live stream? Talked about high availability. I mean, we don't know much more. Got a cat on a chair. Unifi Hub, we already talked about that, doing the doorbell. Unifi Access Hub, Enterprise, we talked about that as well. That's going to be 8 doors, which is sweet. This is our Florida video. This here, a lot of people asked me, why didn't we do domes? Well, I didn't buy the gear, so we didn't do domes. But anyway, this is how the TrendNet, this is what they were using before. The electrician had, you know, all the conduit, and then it just kind of, I don't know why they didn't mount it to the box, to be honest with you. But we ended up doing these because that's what they had. Where else are we? Router on a stick. Oh, I asked this poll, do you think 2.5 gigabit should be the new standard for all Ethernet ports on switch and firewall? There is 424 votes. 85.6 said yes. And then I asked, anyone have a Ubiquiti solar point they'd like to get rid of? I think Willie put this here. It'll cost you $1 million. So that was pretty funny. Oh, actually, I saw one on, where did I see one? I saw one on Amazon, Canada, Amazon. It was $800. I'm like, oh my God. Cool tune. Thank you for the $4.99. I really appreciate it. My first time here during the live session. What are the pros and cons between the G4 and the G5? There's not really many. I would say that the plastic outer shell of the G5 compared to the metal of the G4, I would go more towards the G4 bullet because of that. But then you have the price point of the G5, which is a bit cheaper. There's not much difference in your viewing experience, though. Let's celebrate their first super chat. How do you do that? Or is that just telling me to read it? Different. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. You just added them on your wish list. Nice. They're great. I need to buy some more of those. What is the best way to keep up for when you are doing these? Probably if you have Twitter. I know a lot of people don't want to use Twitter, but you'd follow my channel, or if you're in my Discord, my alerts. I mean, I usually tell people that I'm going live. Anything that I could say about it? I don't know anything about it. I just seen a picture of it. That's it. 2,500 square foot home, U6 Pro and U6 Enterprise, good for coverage. It all depends on what your house is made out of, but you should be okay with those. I need to figure out how to get Discord to send my phone notifications for just announcement. That's true. Nathan, how's it going? Nathan, weren't you in, were you not in Jamaica or something not long ago? I know your mom was. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so that's if people are confused by me reading other comments. Bullets are a lot more flexible. Bullets are a lot easier, in my opinion, to install. Oh, that was last week. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're off in what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2.5 gigabit just isn't needed for 99% of people. Nope, and I think it's more the home lab community that it's needed for. Is there something specific about the vertical cable keystones that you like? Well, it's easy. That's what I like about it. Where'd the Amazon go? Oh, I gotta sign out of Amazon. Yes, people will tell me that I could go incognito. Let's go Amazon.com. It's just very easy. It's a crimping tool. So you just do one, what is it called? Vertical cable eye punch tool. So this is the tool right here. Just a keystone crimping tool, that's all it is. But these are the jacks. You have to use their jacks. They're called vertical cable VMAX jacks. They are plastic, so I know a lot of people, if you're in the EU, there are people, not Jim, who use a lot of shielded cables. Well, you can get this in shielded as well. These are just plastic. Anyway, so instead of using a standard 110 punch tool where you have to hit down all the conductors, 8 conductors, you do one crimp and that's it. That's what I like about them. And they make good cable too. I mean, they make a lot of good stuff. You're playing Spider-Man? Oh, nice. I'm going to be playing Spider-Man 2 shortly. Hopefully. We'll see. Let's see. IR extender on the G4, price of the G5. Can you put the... I don't think you can put the IR extender on the G4 or G5, can you? I watched a short circuit video on the Enterprise Cloud Key. Will you be doing a video on one? I wish. If they sent me one, I'd do a video. But yeah, I don't have 5K to spare. And it's more like $600 Canadian. Your city just got 10 by 10 gigabit, 100 pounds. That's pretty good. I don't know if you're saying crazy in a bad way or crazy in a good way. My Twitch saying you're offline. What is your account? I will tell you my account because I will eventually be going there and playing some Spider-Man for a little bit, I think. This is my Twitch account. Boop. So if anybody's into Vidya games, I don't play there all the time. I will be playing Spider-Man, and then Alan Wake 2 comes out at the end of the month, and I will be finishing that and beating it. Thanks so much for answering my questions. First time making it to the live. Is there any new... No, nothing on the UC... Well, I don't... It's not a myth, the UCI modem. It's just it's not released yet. I need to get a punch tool. The punch tool is great. This, I will never go back to 110 punch tool. Ever. I have cut my hands. I have scars on my fingers from these stupid punch tools. Same with these patch panels. I will never do 110 patch panels ever again. Keystone, unloaded patch panels forever. That's all I'm going to be doing. Freestyle Coma, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Let's see. And that tool turns off 8 wires at the same time. That's true. No IR extender on the... Okay. Yeah, shielded only really needed in... Yeah, and that's true. Like, if we were doing an industrial building, we would put shielded in. I mean, that's just what it is. But the thing when I'm coming into live stream, I realize that it's not people here who are saying shielded for everything. It's when you look at the YouTube comments, it's like, oh, why are you using plastic keystones? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Oh, where's the shielding? It's like, oh God, I can't handle this anymore. Have you ever used Ethernet to RG converter on? I have not. I've got 2 elevators and I want to add Unifi cameras, but I keep killing cameras trying to get them to work. Like, are you talking about the RJ6 converter? I know people who have done it. Usually with houses, because you had the old coax cable and people don't want to run new cable, so they use it. If you don't have Wi-Fi 6E devices, is there any advantage? Not really. Not really. I have like 2 Wi-Fi 6E devices and that's it. You have 1 gigabit by 100 megabit for 40. I don't even know what I pay. I got 3 gig by 3 gig, and then I have a gig by 100 or 40 or something like that. When the world is slowly moving over to the FTTP, Unifi decided they need a cable modem. Yeah, it's a little weird. Get you a drink, yeah. Would you recommend G5 or G5 Pro or Bullet? All depends. One, it depends on how much money you want to spend. The G5 Pro is good. It really comes down to money and clarity. Like the G5 Pro, obviously you're getting 4K. The Bullet, you're not. Mac, after I've seen your last video, went and got the new patch panel and Keystone blanks. Nice. Yeah, these things are cool. I asked them to send it to me, but I actually emailed my contact the other day. I forgot what it was about. Something new. Something dropped. And he expects, I think they expect me to email. He's like, you don't need to, I know every time something new comes out, you're going to want it. So it's just depends on what they could actually send. Keystone patch panel. I want my rack, I want my rack to look like this. Right here. Right there. That would be nice. So I need to get, I have the Keystone patch panels. I need to get the blanks and I need to get the inserts as well. I think I bought like 6 patch panels last week, maybe. Thoughts on the AI Theta versus the picture's pretty good on the AI Theta. The AI Theta doesn't have night vision and it doesn't have audio. So if you need audio or night vision, go with the AI 360. You can get the audio adapter for the Theta though. Shocked to see them in stock, yes. I don't know if maybe they're in Canada. Let's see. Keystone sold out. So it was funny, these were in stock. I bought 4 or 6 of them. Right after I did that, they were sold out. They must have only had a couple in stock. I think Ubiquiti should make some for Oh, RJ45 keystones. They had something a long time ago, and I have it on my Twitter somewhere. Maybe I took it down. Whoops, I think somebody just sent me a message. Oh, somebody did send me a message. I'm not going to read that right now. I don't know if you're in live stream. If you just tweeted at me, I'll have to get back to you if you DM me. Let's see. Next day delivery. That's nice. Yeah, so the one rack, what was I looking at? Sysracks? I think that's what Techno Tim has. Sysrack. They have those white racks, which are really nice. I emailed them. They never got back to me. So if I want a new rack, I'm buying it. This rack is pretty nice. It's not that big though. It's only 12U. Ooh, that one's not bad. I have a 25U now though, so I wouldn't want to go smaller than 25. But like, I do like the look of that rack. I've had too many. I mean, I've mostly had black racks. That's not bad. 18U. Here we go. 32U would be perfect. It's not going to take up too much more space. Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh, it's $1,000 though. I don't know if that's perfect. I forget what my StarTech cost me. It only costs like maybe a couple $100, something like that. Sorry if this has been asked, but what's your go-to wall-mounted rack? I use this one that is like a no-name. I don't know why. I just like the look of it. Let me go to my Twitter. I have no idea what the brand is. I buy it at my local vendor, and they won't tell me the name of it. So this is the little rack, and it's cheap. It's like $200, something like that. It's only an 8U, so it doesn't do that much. I like the open frame style. Hammond Rack Basics, they do good work, but it all depends on where things ship. So like Hammond, they're out of Guelph, I believe, so it's fairly close to me. They do these open frame racks too. And we've installed a few of these. Actually, I think this one is that Hammond rack right there. That is. It all depends on the style you like. Like these racks, I'm really liking. I like the style of them. Ubiquity, I would love their racks if they came 8U wall mounted or 12U, or a freestanding 42U rack. I think that would be great. And hopefully they get to that. I have no idea. You're going to watch the F1. All right, have fun watching some cars whip around. Where the heck am I now? All in stock in Europe and the UK. VC are limited on Amazon Canada. Any other store? What? Did I give you an Amazon Canada? Well, you could get them. I buy mostly mine from the US. You could get them on the US. Am I talking about? I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I'm confused now. Is it a Ubiquity patch panel? Is the Ubiquity patch panel with shielded cabling and keystones? It probably is. I don't see. I mean, keystone's just the form factor. To be able to ground the. I don't know if they have one of the grounding in their patch panel though. But the rack most likely would be grounded anyway. Racks are the one IT related things that depreciate 90. Yes, they do. People give racks away all the time. Let's see. Your track painted by an automotive. I guess I could get a rack painted, but at that point, I might as well just buy one. I wouldn't want to go through the trouble of, going to get it painted. Go get your rack painted white. I have this rack here. 25U StarTech. That's what, where the heck is it? I have this one right here, right now. And I'll end up switching out eventually for sure. It's not bad though, because if you have a server, it's a full server rack, or you could collapse it, which I'm really thankful that I have this rack. That's the rack you have? Oh, nice. I'm really thankful because I have this. Where would they put it? Utility, I guess? No. Where the heck do they have this now? Power? Ah, it's a mission critical switch. That's what it is. Yeah. So this comes on rack rails because it's pretty, the pictures don't show how big this switch is. It's very big. You got a rack for $50. It all depends on what you're looking for. You could, if you want like super soundproof rack, you could buy that, but you're going to be paying a lot for it. Oh, they don't come with the ground. Yeah. I have two 12U StarTechs. I need a third one now. The StarTechs are good. The same rack? Oh, nice. I would assume that Ubiquiti will come out with a new one. I hope so. And if they do, though, I hope they come out with one that, you know, isn't like this. I like the style of this, but I would like to be able to mount other gear that's not Ubiquiti gear. I don't know what to do with this now. I broke one of the casters. So one of the casters is actually just like, I don't even know how to get it out. It's like just folded. I dropped it. I dropped the whole rack. I don't know what I was doing. I might have tripped on the cat or something. Well, how long we been going here? Oh, holy crap. We've been going an hour and 6 minutes? What time is it? Oh, it's already 5:07. I'll stay on for a bit longer, but then I'm going to play some Spider-Man. Yeah, I would like them to come out with a full-on, you know, 12U, 42U rack. This should be exciting tomorrow. So we're going... Actually, I probably have some pictures of it. Instagram.com. You're not following me on all the socials, you should. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Not that I do a lot there, but... Might have a picture. Ooh. Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, what the heck is that image on there? This was the... I was actually at this job site today. So this is a rack within... If some of you have seen this, they have a rack in their bathroom. I didn't do this. Somebody else did. It's a little weird. Anyway, it's never going to get water damage in their bathroom, just how far away their stuff is. But it was just... Like, when I have to go work on it, if somebody in that office needs to go, you know, number 2 or something like that. Where the heck is this? Ooh, that's the guitar that's getting signed tomorrow night. I need to bring, I guess I should bring a silver Sharpie. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see if we had any other questions and we'll move on to find what I'm looking for. I would love for them to come out with a crazy 100 gigabit switch so I could future-proof. They had something like that, but in EA, and it kind of got taken away. If Ubiquiti gave you a Unifi controller to keep and review, would you use it and put it in your rack? Possibly. I don't do a whole lot of... Necro, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I don't do a whole lot of... you know, other third-party firewalls or USGs. So I don't really need it. We do a lot of UDM Pros and UDM SEs. With how loud it would get, that wouldn't really bother me because it's in the basement anyway. It's never going to get water damage. And the scary thing about that, we're building out the 7th floor to this building, or we will be shortly. And that's going to be, I mean, it needs perfect internet because it's a co-working space. And I said, do you want to have a second internet line for it? They're like, no, we're just going to run off this one main firewall. And that's where it's located, in the bathroom. So that's fun. Not that, like, there's only, how many people are in that office? There's only like 4 people in that office anyway. And it's all the owners. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for what I'm doing tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. Is that it? I think that's the place that I'm going to. I've done a video on them. I don't think I'm going to record anything tomorrow, though. Where the heck is it? I got way too many pictures. What is this job? Oh my gosh, I forgot about this job. All old Nortel switches. They needed that job done in like one night. They could give you a Cloud Key Enterprise. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no to any new gear. I'm not sure where to get vertical cable in Europe. That's the hard part. So, Jim, I think you had a suggestion on Keystones before. I'm assuming the Cloud Key Enterprise is more for places like stadiums. Yes, probably. And MSPs. Just give me a second here. I swear I had a picture of it. Yes. This is the place, but no, it's not showing the frickin' front door. Oh, Mocha. So excited to get Ubiquiti gear in. Maybe I don't have it anymore. I don't even know. Anyway, it's just showing an access reader. At the front, he has two front doors. At the two front doors, they have just the standard G1 reader. So we're going to be ripping those out, putting in G2 readers, and then we're going to be moving those G1 readers to somewhere inside. I thought I had a picture somewhere, but I probably do. Somewhere buried or I missed it. I posted a picture of my rack in the home videos on Discord. The room is still under construction, but I think it's coming along nicely. Let me see. Let me just look here. EA General. I just want to make sure. Where is my home? I need to get rid of that channel because we're gonna end up doing a separate. Oh, that looks nice. Here, let me. That looks good. I like the LEDs. Beautiful. Yeah, I need to get some LEDs in my that. It just looks cool. Oh yeah, that looks good. You need to change out these couple white ones though. That's gonna drive people nuts. It wouldn't. I don't really care. It looks good to me. But you know, people with OCD or something like that would be freaking out. No, that looks good. That's good work. I spoke to someone the other day in passing, and they mentioned how critical their internet was. To which I said, if it's critical, you need a second connection. That is true. Absolutely. Yep, Linus Media Group got it. Or I guess that's Linus Media Group, their other channel. I would assume it's a part of it. XL Cable and Nexons. Vertical cable is available in the US. I usually get all of my stuff from the US. I don't think Jake wouldn't have bought that cloud key. I don't think he did. And he responded to my tweet. I think. I believe he did. Where was it? Yeah, he did. He said, in a cost vacuum, it's insane, and I love it. Outside of that, it's stupid expensive, and I'd really like to see something between the Cloud Key G2 and the Enterprise. And that's pretty much what he said in the video as well. Let's see. Oh, and here's my tired little girl. She was snoring. I'm like, what the heck is happening? Usually it's Mocha who does the snoring. His Nilly is so small. But yeah, you can see how dusty my keyboard is. You know, can't do anything about that with cats. What did I just click on? I'm just going to call you Silva because I really would butcher your first name. But hello from Portugal. How's it going? Vertical cable is available. And they're available in Canada at like distributors. But I don't know. Sometimes I go through them. I just spent $1,000 on my Unifi gear, and it's your fault. I wish Ubiquiti had affiliate links. I think they're coming back eventually because the amount of people who tell me they spent money because of my channel, you know, it would be good to have those affiliate links. But that's awesome. Yeah, the stuff is great. Once you get into it, it becomes, you know, you want to buy more and more and more and more, and it could become a bit of a money pit, especially if you like learning. If you're just wanting to put your network up, stand it up, you know, have a couple of cameras and you don't care about anything else, well, then it probably won't become a money pit. But a lot of people, most people who are here, they're the type of people who would keep buying more and more. I spent lots of money on UI. Yes, so did I. I've spent lots. Some months, years ago, I dedicated IoT-related dashboard to the Unifi website. Is this still a thing? Some months, years ago, I saw dedicated IoT-related dashboard. I don't know. No, not really. I don't think so. They will get good press from it. A lot of people, actually, the one main comment. Actually, let's see if it's on here. Oh, I just said Jake, why does that show up? Why does that show up first? Because only one person liked it. Let's see, top comment. Top comment right here. Would have been nice to have Jake explain what the cloud key is for and what it does. Most people who watch their channel, they're going to be like, they have no idea what they're talking about. Mind you, how many views does it have? I mean, it's got 200,000 views. Whereas if I did a video on it, it might have, by this time, like 10 or 15,000. I didn't change those ones out because I still have a few. Oh, makes sense. You should see my rock right now. It's in disaster. Cat plus stream deck button is scary thought. My stream deck, I guess I could show you guys this. There's nothing that. It has nothing on it. Live, full screen, live. This is the scene that we're on right now. This is for my Elgato lights. I have full screen for 4K, which my camera's not plugged in. I have record. I don't even know what this power button does. I don't think it does anything. Gaming, I think that has my Elgato setup on. And this Twitch show screen. So this would show my side monitor if I wanted to show something on my desktop. And this, I don't even know what it is for. I have no idea. I need to organize it a little bit better. It is addicting to get into Ubiquity. I've never messed with VLANs, and it makes it so easy working through the firewall rules right now. Yeah, it's great. In their next update, it's going to be even greater. How is it in Canada? If you hire someone and if you pay them $10 an hour, what would it cost your company? I don't know because I don't have any employees, but I think you have to pay for insurance. It would probably end up costing you like $17 an hour, maybe. $17, or I mean, you'd pay the $10 an hour, you'd do insurance, you'd have to do EI. Yeah. I am planning on returning to regular Sunday streams. It's just this Sunday we have a wedding to go to, and the last few Sundays, I guess I've been working, but I am planning to push it back to Sundays. Where was I? Yeah, I mean, it's because I assume they got it because they're going to get the views on it. But here's the thing, like, how much are they going to actually sell from that? Whereas, like, my channel would be 98%. Most of you follow me because of Ubiquity. I don't know. Is it possible to have Unifi without internet connections? I mean, you could, but what are you going to do with it? You could run a internal local LAN, I guess. Strange question. What is the difference between a UDM and a cloud key line? So the cloud key hosts the controllers. It doesn't do any routing or anything like that. Whereas the UDM does routing, switching, wireless, and it has a built-in controller. Cole said something. Oh, you guys are talking back and forth. UDM Pro 24 Gen Pro switch 16 port aggregation 3 Flex HD is my current setup. Still need a second aggregation switch. The aggregation switches are good price for what they are. My Stream Deck's Mini is mostly media controls, audio, mic muting. So I have a Go XLR. That's what I'm talking through this, and I use the muting for that. But it's still default as well. I haven't done anything special. Apparently, you could do a lot with these Go XLRs, but I thought they were not supporting them anymore. I don't even know. Well, I might puff off shortly. It's getting late, and I fancy something to eat and chill. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Alonzo, how's it going? No problem. Yeah, then if you're just doing a local, yeah, definitely. Is there a way to see drop packets on the switch ports in the new UI? You could see like TX and RX drops. Did you ever find out if the UDR will support 3 applications or if it was a goof up? Even if I knew, I couldn't tell you, and I'm not too sure. I think they still have it on their website, I believe. So this is kind of their new marketing strategy. Yeah, they have it right here. You'd see they have network, they have that, and they have that. So there's 3 on there. So I'm not sure what they're doing with it. But now because we don't have early access, so how we're finding out about new stuff, we're just having to scour through the websites, which is, yeah, well, it is what it is. I mean, I'm looking at it every day anyway. The big Go XLR was discontinued, and now they'll make the smaller ones. Yeah, I have the one with like 4, or a mixer with 4. I don't know. I don't use it. I just use it for this. Just talking. No special effects, no nothing. Okay, so I think, Ricky, I think you sent me, it was you who sent me the DM. I'm not too sure. Why is there no stock, such lengthy delay in restocking the Ubiquiti store in South Africa? We simply can't get the UDM. I have no idea because I'm not a part of that world, that side of the world. Canada, the US has been decent. Ubiquiti is out of the US. I'm just not sure on their distribution down in South Africa. Patrick, how's it going? Yeah, your UDM supports says it supports 2, and that's all it does. It only supports 2, but on their website it shows that this New York one is 3. Trying to think if there was anything else that I was going to talk about before we move to just playing video games. I'll keep going if you have more comments or questions. Zimaboard will be coming out. I need to, what other videos am I doing? Zimaboard for sure. The Firewall Pro data key we're going to be doing. I had a conversation with them the other day, and we talked about this in a couple live streams. But anyway, I have this red cloud node. This is access control just by a different vendor, and they're sending me this red pedestal, so that'll be cool. Hopefully we could do that for a live, or not a live stream. Hopefully we could do that for an on-site job. I think that would be really cool. It could be a bad video edit, possibly, yep. Well, you never seen it set up that way. And you know what really bugs me? Let's talk about this quickly. And I can't show you the dashboard, but I could screenshot it. Everybody could see this right now. Well, no, how am I going to show you this? How am I going to show this? I don't think I can. Yeah, because it shows my public IP. Anyway, the new unifi.ui.com is now called Site Manager. I already talked about it a bit. So if you want to go look at your Unifi OS, like go in to see the console, whatever, get to the console settings and see your applications that are hosted on it. Now you either have to go into one of your controllers, so Unifi Access, Unifi Network, and then you have to click. So this is what it's called now, Site Manager, and they have this drop-down menu for all your sites. Under Mac Telecom, I have 5 different sites. I mean, I have like a couple hundred under my Site Manager. But to go to your Unifi OS, you have to now go to this. Right here. Which is kind of annoying. So you have to click into like network or one of your controllers and then click on that to get to your console. So to do updates, you have to do a couple more clicks to get there, which is strange why they designed it like that. I don't know why they designed it like that. It's weird. I'd like to see a video about installing and configuring a standard home network, like which components, best practices. It's pretty much my latest video. on 2023. Let's see, content. I mean, it follows the same rules. This video here, Unified Network Setup 2023. I usually like all Ubiquiti changes, but this is one that I very much dislike. Alrighty, guys, see you later. Have a good evening and weekend. If you have a 4X, a UDM Pro and create a layer 3 network on the switch as a gateway, will Unifi automatically create inter VLAN rules? If you create a network as a layer 3, it's going to be able to see everything and talk to everything. And the only way to create rules around that is to create access lists within the switches, but there's no way to save that. So you create the access list, your switch goes offline, then you need to recreate them for them to take effect. We will get fiber soon, probably 600 to be exact. That's awesome. Will I be able to utilize the full speed? Maybe. You're probably safer to be around 400 megabit per second. It would be more for hardwired stuff. I am going to get off here though. I probably will play a bit of Spider-Man if people are interested. I'm going to go over to Twitch. So that's where I'm going to be. Whoops. The last one, don't look at this one right here with the V. It's not with the V. I'm going to go over to Twitch. There will be some other videos sometime next week. I'm not too sure. Hopefully I could get an on-site job in there because I know a lot of people want that. I'm going to switch over to Twitch. I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, have a great rest of your evening and weekend. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.